Hey everybody, Ralph Havens here. Ralph Havens here, autoimmuneanswers.com, and just had a great session with our 30 sessions in 30 days group, and something came up in it that just felt so good. I wanted to tell you about it, and it brought up a few things from the past. So years ago, I was in a big class, a lot of people, over 1,000 people. And there was this amazing speaker talking, a woman, and she had done a lot of really cool stuff. She works with very big people. She's behind the scenes of a lot of people that are on the big PBS shows and the big movies and all sorts of stuff. And she helps people get their message out to the world. And it was quite different than I would have imagined when she was telling us stuff of how to do things. And one of the things she said was, if you were on and you were in a desert and you'd run out of water and you were on your last few breaths and you had like one bar left on your phone and this was it. And you had one person to call, and whether it was your kid, your child, your spouse, your significant other, your friend, your mom, somebody, and you had one thing to say, what would you say? And so that's a kind of cool exercise to do, huh? What would you say when it was like, wow, this is it? And for me, what blurted out, it just came up, was to live, to really live. And I had one person that I interacted with last week that said that was the thing that really got her, that she wasn't living yet. She wasn't living. There was some health stuff that was really in the way, and some other stuff that was just like in the way. And the thought of doing stuff and getting training and getting healing and getting work done, it seemed so important. But then it was also like a guilt thing of spending the money and the work and doing all that, the guilt of doing it, always giving to the family, always giving to the husband, always giving to everybody else, her clients. And there was this guilt that came up. Yeah, there was the money thing, but there was a guilt. And she said, what got to me, Ralph, was when you did these videos, and I used to do it after every video, so I think I'll start again, was you always said, let's get out there and live. Let's really live. Because that's what I would have told, that's what I would tell somebody. We're all going to die, our physical bodies someday. And what came to me when I was deep into that meditation and that thought of what it was, and living like, wow, this is the last bar I have left. And it's funny, the last bar I have left, last drink, running out of water. That's what I would say, like, let's get out there and live. Let's really live, if I had any advice for anybody. And something that came up in our session today, our 30 days and 30 sessions, 30 sessions and 30 days session that we're in the middle of, was a guy that told me when he was in a different life, he was, this life, but a younger guy, that he was really unhappy with his job, and he was making good money, but he wasn't happy with what it was doing in the world. And all sorts of stuff in his life just wasn't going well. And one of them was he couldn't find a girlfriend at all. And he's a good looking guy, regular guy, good heart. And so he decided, somehow it came to him, I think somebody told him to do this. He talked to his the energy of his future spouse, and he said, what do I do? And something just came to him instantly that said, quit your job and travel. So, short story of a long story, and I don't want to give too many details because it was a personal story. But he found a spouse, and has a whole different life, doing his life's work. Everything he does now, he says, is part of his passion, his day job and his other job that he's building, his other business. And he's got a family. And he said, when he first started interacting with me, his resistance to doing his own business and doing his own stuff and really putting himself out there went from here to here. His resistance went sky high. And then it quickly came down. And his girlfriend and now wife said, yeah, that's what happened, man. As soon as you interacted with this, you just went like all in. And when he was telling me this many, many months later, he said, yeah, before when he had that other job and making lots of money, but not having a girlfriend and not figuring it out, not being happy, he said back then nothing mattered. It's not like he had any skin in the game. And now he had a spouse, he had a kid, he had a life, he had a house. He had to do stuff. And so it's not easy, but that's what he said. Like, so if it's useful to you, try it. Let me know what you notice. Talking to your the energy of what you want, whether it's a certain person in your life or a certain lifestyle with a certain person, or you could talk to that energy and see if you get anything that comes to you. And let me know what comes to you. Comment below. Try it now, and then leave me a comment or email me. All right. So we have an entire Enlighten Up and Get What You Want course and other stuff. But right now, what I'm talking about is this way to go check in with yourself or your energy of what you want or the person you want or the thing you want and see if there's any guidance there. So let me know. My name is Ralph Havens, and you can find me at ralphhavens.com/enlighten up. And I will see you all later. All right, let's get out there and live. Let's really live. Bye now.